I think this is the first day since I started shooting these where I didn't do anything, nothing the whole day. So I didn't work today. I spent my day speaking on the phone, watching some YouTube videos, and had dinner with my mom. I planned on working, but I didn't. I found huge resistance to work, and I attribute that to my nervous system screaming, "You need some time off." So I did. And in the beginning, I was like, why am I feeling this way? Like, I know for certain that in the future, or not necessarily in a very far future, but in a very close future, I might have to work for a month straight, doing 10 hours a day. And how am I gonna do that if I can't do even 2 weeks, 10 hours? Like, I've been probably working on average for 7 hours every day. I'm talking about real work, of course. I never count those work sessions where it's kind of like just wandering around, not really doing anything that requires you to be sat and focused for long periods of time. So around seven hours. I was like, how can I do that if I've been averaging 7 hours a day for the past 2 weeks? How can I do 10, 12 hours for a month, two, even three? I mean, I've heard big business people, they've had sometimes 2, 3 year periods where they were like this, of course, with some days off, etc. But just like um, full work. Because I definitely had some days off before. It's not that I didn't work, but it's like I probably worked for 1 or 2 hours, three, um, and I was like, yeah, my nervous system is asking. But then I kind of compared myself to how I used to be before. I would have never been able even to do what I'm doing today. And this is not just cope or me tapping myself on my back and saying, hey, everything is all right. But this is more like to tell myself that it's really just a matter of conditioning. It's just conditioning my nervous system to be able to handle that amount of work. Um, there's an example that Alex Hormozy gives a lot, which is slaves back at a certain point, they worked every single day of every single hour of every single day for almost their entire life. And although well, their average life expectancy or lifespan expectancy was not really high compared to the non-slaves or the masters um, back in the time, but they still were able to do it for quite a period of time. Now imagine if they were able to do it, wouldn't you be able to work? Basically, it shows that it's possible. It's super bad, but just for the sake of the argument, it shows that it's possible. So how about you work as hard? Of course, having an online business is not as hard as what they used to do, but to what I'm comparing here is the hours of work, not the intensity of the work. But what if you could do all those hours working on something that you chose to do? I think it's pretty doable. And it shows that it don't like me not being able to do that in the past shows that my nervous system has adapted and I just need to adapt it more. So that's my rant on me being a piece of shit today. One thing I didn't do today to grow, one thing I did today to grow, so I ordered an ice cream and then I changed my mind. I gave it to the delivery guy. So I kind of impulsively ordered it, and then in the middle I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Why do I. Fuck that. I don't want it. Like, I'll be perfectly fine if I don't have it. And I'm not gonna ruin my diet. And I also thought that I would record this video, and I was like, I don't want people to see that I did this. So I just asked the guy when I paid him at the door, I was like, I had some friends that were gonna come around, and they're not coming around anymore. That's what I ordered the ice cream for. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah. And then I just gave it to him. I also had a difficult conversation with a friend that I was avoiding. I wasn't avoiding the friend, I was avoiding the conversation. And it's a really great thing that I did. We were able to clear a lot of things out. So I think two things I did to grow today. One thing I didn't do that I can do tomorrow to get better, which is to take time off on planned time off days. So although my nervous system was telling me in very indirect ways, hey, you need some time off, I think I should do that on planned days. I'm probably thinking to have like an afternoon or a full day, probably Sundays, where I don't do anything. Um, I like I like to have it on Saturdays, and the reason being is I like to start working on Sunday, and I like my week to start on a Sunday for some reason. I don't know why. I like to work on Sundays, and so I'm probably gonna start doing that. Sleep time 9 hours, and what's funny is I slept 9 hours and I still did not feel recovered because of the 4 hours that I slept here. So like sleeping 4 or 5 hours, um, some people can do it just fine. I can't, but like if whatever your ideal sleep time is, sleeping half of it fucks you up real bad, or at least fucks me up real bad. Unproductive screen time, 7 hours. Diet, 7 out of 10. Energy, 5 out of 10. Quality workout, 10 out of 10. We're back to working out, baby. One, two, three, 4, 5, and tomorrow's gonna be 6 before I take a break for 2 days. Input 0%. I worked, did nothing today. Calories consumed 2,000. On track to hit projections with sell 5 out of 5. New cash collected 0. Month to date still at 22,200. Cash in bank is $480. Promises of the day honored? No, because I planned on SOPizing my business, which I didn't do. Planned tasks in calendar? Yes, I did. Segmented, intro driven, and noise versus signal? Yes, I did. Set tomorrow's daily intentions? Yes, I did. And tomorrow we are going to plan to work at least 5 hours. Now, I think I've been noticing this streak of no's and whether or not I held my promises of the day. And I think that I'm just setting too high of expectations. I'm asking too much for a nervous system that has not yet been adapted to the load of work. So what I'm thinking is to build it up. So let's do 5 hours tomorrow. Then next day, let's do more than that, and let's keep on going until I know for sure that if I say, "Hey, tomorrow I want to work 9 hours," it's gonna be a challenge because I usually work 8. That's something that's doable. So let's work it up. And thank you guys for watching. See you tomorrow.